This time on Ozark Garage, we're back working on our Truggy, and we're going to make a custom Y-strap spare tire holder with no sewing required. Stay tuned. Welcome to Ozark Garage. Follow along as I fabricate, modify, restore, and drive interesting projects. Stick around, see what's next. Okay, welcome back everybody. Today we are working on the Truggy, and we are swapping out our spare tire carrier for a different setup in the rear. If you've seen the channel before, you understand that after I put the Dana 44s underneath and 35s on, the spare tire didn't mount in its location I had it before, which was up where the rotopacks are. Because before it was a 31-inch tire and a 35-inch tire on top of the gas tank here, stuck above the roof, and it was too big, so I wanted to change it. So I built a spare tire carrier across the back here. And that worked for a few years. It was all right, but going down the trail, it rattled real bad. You see my zip ties here to kind of dampen that a little bit. And having to swing it out of the way every time, using the tube as a stop, you can see it actually dented it in a couple spots here. And it was really just in the way. Every time you wanted to get into the rear of the Truggy, you had to swing it out of the way. One time in Moab, I actually blocked a lady in her parking spot inadvertently because it was swung out to the side. That's gonna get changed. I wanna put the spare tire where I don't have to move it every single time to get into the back. One option is, I could simply just put it out here, right? But then it sticks out the back. I have to protect it with some tubing. That's not really a feasible option. So really there's a few different options I'm looking at here. So one is I could put it on the back, kind of like a Jeep would. The problem with that is obviously it sticks out the back and either hangs below the bottom of the Truggy, affecting ground clearance, or it sticks up higher and then it's still kind of in the way to get into the rear. Another way is to do the really cool off-road pre-runner Ultra 4 style at an angle. It looks really, really cool, but it's not really practical from a standpoint of mounting a toolbox or having a cooler and things like that. Another method I've considered doing and mocked up is putting it above the gas tank. The blue is the fuel tank, by the way, and having storage below it, and then you can stack stuff on top of it. Not a huge fan, because once again I want to get the spare tire out of the way of everything, because the spare tire is really what you need the least. So this is the method I'm going with here, is I think I'm going to lift the gas tank up and put the spare tire kind of underneath across the bottom here, and that way you've got space on top of it to mount cooler, toolbox, and then to access the spare tire it will simply slide out the rear. I know a lot of people are going to put in the comments that I should just get rid of the spare tire, switch to bead locks, and carry a tube and some putty to repair the sidewall. I'm not ready to do that yet. I have needed the full-size spare in Colorado. I cut the sidewall and needed the full-size spare. One downside of this plan, I think, is I'm going to have to relocate the rotopacks up higher. It's going to be pretty invasive. Move the spare tire and move the gas tank and the rotopacks and everything out of the way, but I think it'll be worth it long term. So first step, let's disconnect and drain the fuel tank and get it moved out of the way. Okay, quick tech tip. If you're disconnecting something with multiple lines, so for instance, we've got 3 different lines connecting this fuel tank. One's a feed, one's a return, and one is a vent. And you want to keep it all straight. Colored tape is your friend. So put blue tape on one end of each and black tape on another end, and then the third one you can leave blank, or if you have white tape or other color tape. Color-coded tape on each end will help you put it all back correctly when you're done. Okay, so I've cut off the old shock mount and recovery point that was mounted to the old cross member coming through the frame. Shocks were actually rubbing on the tires. You can see there the black paint's rubbed off and it's become blue through it. And actually getting into the shock mount a little bit on the driver's side because kind of a tight spot in there. Tried to mount them as close as I could to the tire without getting into anything, and just not enough room, so I'm going to rework that, that mount. Passenger side shock, dead. Won't even extend itself, leaking everywhere, so it needed to be replaced anyway, so I figured redo the whole shock mount situation. These two tubes were salvaged from the old spare tire mount, and I've got them tacked in here parallel with the frame. The spare tire is going to sit underneath a tray. The gas tank is going to go up front. These tubes are going to be the basis for all of the bed and gas tank structure. Okay, so the spare tire mount on our Truggy is going to be really simple. It's basically just going to be a ratchet strap. But a standard ratchet strap won't keep the spare tire centered in its mount, so we're going to do what's called a Y-strap setup. You can buy a spare tire Y-strap on the internet pretty easily, but most of them have the ratchet in the middle of the tire, which we won't have access to very easily because it'll be below our cargo rack. So I'm going to put the ratchet behind the tire on the mount, and I decided to make my own. So I've cut out this Y plate on our CNC plasma cutter, as well as triple locks and tab mounts for the other ends. So the triple lock setup on the Y plate allows me to route the ratchet strap through each end and lock it securely without having to do any sewing whatsoever, because sewing this webbing is pretty tough to do. When I pulled the gas tank out of the Truggy here, I noticed it had some rust and some weepage, so I poked around a little bit and realized the seam here has a rust hole going all the way into the tank. Looked at it, figured it wasn't worth repairing, so went ahead and ordered a fresh one from the internet. All we have left to do on our Y-strap is sandblast and paint the metal parts that I cut out on the plasma cutter and adjust it properly and be ready to go. But for now, you can see where the gas tank is going to go above the spare tire. The cooler mount is going to be somewhere over there, and then we're going to have a toolbox mount in this area here. I've got something pretty cool in mind for the toolbox, so stay tuned to find out. We'll see you next time.